Hello and welcome to Spinster's Library. I'm Claudia and this is the second episode of my Bookish Favourites Advent Calendar series. And today I want to talk about Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Reni Eddo-Lodge. This is a very special book to me because it's the first ever non-fiction book and only one of two non-fiction books that I've ever given 5 stars to. This was published in 2017 by Reni Eddo-Lodge, who is a British journalist, and I read it last year in 2018. I feel like the title of this book is pretty self-explanatory. Why I'm no longer talking to white people about race. Except, of course, she does talk about race in this book that is mostly aimed at white people, so, you know, a bit of irony there. But what I really enjoyed about this nonfiction is how it combines academic research, journalistic research, like interviews, and the author's personal lived experience. It combines all three methods to portray the discussion around race in a way that I, as a white person, obviously have not seen it discussed before. As an academic, I appreciated the academic research. As an immigrant to the UK, I appreciated the background knowledge on British history around race and race politics especially. And what I also personally enjoyed is that this book doesn't just show the British perspective and the British background, but also Reni Eddo-Lodge's background as a millennial. She is more or less my age, and that really resonated with me. The way that she talks about her own experience really made me feel like this is something that I can understand. This book feels like a non-fiction that is right on the pulse of current events, but at the same time also timeless, and I'm hoping that this is a book that will be read in decades to come, because the way that it puts race politics within a historic background is something that anyone can learn from, not just British readers in 2019, but readers from all over the world and in decades to come. So I really recommend that you read Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. Whether you are familiar with the UK and British race politics, or whether you are from anywhere else in the world, I would particularly like to mention the audiobook here, because I listened to the audiobook, which is beautifully read by the author herself, and that emphasizes the personal angle that she takes in the book. It really makes it sound like you're listening to a podcast, like you're listening to someone with knowledge and you are learning from her. The writing style is really why this book hit the 5-star mark for me. It is direct and to the point, very, very readable, very approachable, but also very scientific. You learn a lot from reading this book. And it is a rather short book, and it really packs a punch considering how short it is. Which, again, I mean, I'm just amazed by the masterful way that this is written. It doesn't feel like reading a school book, it doesn't feel like reading a political manifesto, and it doesn't feel like reading a memoir. It somehow combines the best of all three while leaving out the worst of all three. Beautifully done, and highly recommended to anyone, anywhere in the world. Let me know if you have read or listened to it and what you made of Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. See you tomorrow, and thank you for watching. Bye!